Good day, everyone. Good morning. This is John from SBIT1, and we're going to tackle about what is array. So, minsan sa ating pagpaprogram ng Java, we have to be aware of array. So, first and foremost, what is array? Array is a collection of multiple values in a single variable with the same data type. They are governed by using an index. So, mostly, tatanungin natin bakit kailangan natin maglagay ng array, bakit natin need na malaman kung paano gamitin yung array sa ating Java programming. So, for example, dito sa ating gagawing example, instead of doing multiple string, so string ang gagamitin natin kasi it will have numerous characters like letters. So instead of doing many strings like this string student names 1 2 3 4 like John, Marjorie, Hachi, and Mochi, arrays will help our Java programming code will be a lot more easier and simpler. So instead of doing this na sobrang dami and minsan nakakalito, we will just use the upper one, which is a string student name, and curly braces John, Marjorie, Hachi, Mochi as our value for that particular array. So, kung titilan natin siya maayos, hindi siya makalat. So, within that array, we call elements. So, elements are the individual values in an array. So, on our previous example, we will see that our elements are John, Marjorie, Hachi, and Mochi. So our next topic is about declaring arrays. So we do have two ways of declaring arrays. We have declaring arrays with values, which is this John, Marjorie, Hachi, which we use the data identifier value 1, value 2, value 3, and value 4, and the string. Since we will be using letters, we will be using string as identifier and names John, Marjorie, Hachi. And for declaring without values, we'll be using data type identifier, new data type size, curly braces, and size. So string names, new string for kung ilan po yung gagamitin nating elements. So if we will be using numbers, we just have to remove the string and change it into an int or integer for the numbers. So for our example, for declaring arrays with value, we will be using string student name, and then open and close parenthesis is equal to new string and that is for if you will be using a letter or a character. So for on the other hand, for integer or for a number, we'll be using int. For example, even numbers, or we can use another identifier. Then new is equal to new int. So for example, there we will be using like 30 elements for that. And for the string name or for the student names, we will be using 20 elements. So, ginamit lang ulit natin kanina yung ginamit natin lang kanina yung example, which is string student names, which is John, Marjorie, Hachi, and Mochi. That is our example for array with value. So, on the other hand, yung next information, nilagay natin, yung kakalagay lang natin is the array without value. So later we will tackle on how we can put value for that particular line. So one of the important terminology in Java programming or in any programming is the index. So what is an index? It is a number that represents a position in a collection. So yun yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng elements or ng value ng ating kung ano nakalagay sa value. So for example here, the values are for example John, Marjorie, Hachi, Mochi, and Tengu, and the index it basically will start with 0, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So how we can access arrays? So we can later on we will show you how we can read and assign array element. So for reading array element, we just have to use identifier and then opening parenthesis index and close the names, and the other one is later on. So for here, for our example, we will be using the same example a while ago. So here, just like what I told you a while ago, the values are John, Marjorie, Hachi, and Mochi, and it will start with 0, 1, 2, 3. So here, we will just use system.out print line, and then student name, and then we will just put there the 2, which it supposedly be showing Hachi. So if you're going to run that, we will see that Hachi will be shown on the console. So for example, this one 0. If we put 0, John will be shown on the console. So if it is the same, exact scenario that what will happen if you're going also to use the identifier of integer for the numbers. So we just have to just change the instead of student names, just put on the numbers, and just copy system.out.print line, and then that one. Alright, so for example 3, it's supposed to be showing, sorry for that, kamali lang ako. Ayun, nalagay ko yung parenthesis, one moment. Alright, this one. Alright, let's try running this one. 4. So since 3 is equivalent to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 3, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. Alright. So for assigning array element, we will be, this will be like changing the index, or putting a value for that particular index. So for example here, identifier, index of the value, the name. So later on, sa example natin papakita kung paano siya. So we will be using this one. Nilagay ko lang yung example natin kanina. So for example, student names, just like the example kanina, nilagay ko 0 since yun yung mag-assign ng array natin. So 0, tapos pinalitan ko lang chi, diba? Dun sa ating previous example, it is supposed to be John. So since nag-assign tayo ng array, we will be using student names, open and close parenthesis 0 is equal to chi. So kapag nirun natin yung system, hindi na dyan ang lalabas, hindi yung inassign nating array, which is chi. So if we're going to put system.print before the assigning array, we will see that John will be appearing kasi ang codes natin binabasa siya from top to bottom. So let's be aware about the line system.print in line para hindi tayo malito kung yung order ng pagpiprint nito sa console. So afterwards, our next topic will be accessing arrays. So assigning array element with user input will be like this. Scanner s is equal to new scanners, open close parenthesis system.in. So names. So we will be going to access the array element without the user input. So same. So ang gagawin lang natin dito, gagawa lang tayo ng maglalagay tayo nito para ma-read siya ng ating program. So import java.util.scanner, and then afterwards we will be using, or we will be including the scanner s, yung nilagay natin, yung sinabi ko kanina, scanner s is equal to new scanner system that in, para ma-read siya ng ating console. So lalagay ulit tayo ng system.out.print. Then enter since student name, enter student name. Then lalagay lang natin identifier. So, lalagyan natin, gusto natin ilagay yung doon sa index 0. Maglalagay tayo ng name or a value for that particular index. So, dito, lalagyan natin for the index 0 for under the array for student names, maglalagay tayo doon sa console. Kung mag-assign tayo ng value for that particular index. So, lalagay lang natin system.out.print line student names 0 sorry for that, magkamali ako. Yan, mali pala ako doon sa taas. That one. So, yan. Diyan natin lalagay yung o mag-assign tayo ng name. So, meron na siyang value. May value na yung index 0, which is John. So, that's all for today. I hope na may natutunan kayo paano. See you next time. Bye for now.